What's up, people? Liverpool versus everybody. What's going on? How's everybody feeling? What we talking about tonight? We got Champions League coming back up. I guess before we get into that, Arsene Wenger, Arsenal. Um, was anybody surprised? Was anybody surprised that they dropped more points to Brighton? All respect to Brighton. Brighton has definitely been doing pretty well this season. All things considered. Um, Chris Hoyton has them playing really good. Glenn Murray has 11 goals this season. Um, that's more than some strikers that are allegedly better than him, or supposed to be better than him. But yeah, listen, Arsenal. Arsene Wenger. He's not gonna walk away, right? So either they're gonna have to just drag him up out of there, sack him. Arsenal loves Arsenal. Arsene Wenger loves Arsenal, and I can't see him walking away from that. Honestly, I think they will extend his contract, and I don't feel sorry for Arsenal Football Club. The least amount of teams we got to worry about, the better. And Arsenal should have let him go. Arsenal probably should have left Arsenal after that FA Cup match against Chelsea at the end of last season. You ride out to the sunset. You end it with another trophy to add to your cup cabinet, and you're good. You're good. You can move on, and maybe get a call up for France as far as the manager for them. I don't know. Seems like Arsenal doesn't really have much to do outside of coaching Arsenal, and so in other words, he'd be miserable. Them losing games doesn't make Arsenal miserable. Obviously, that's not what it is. He loves to be there. Loves to be sitting on the sideline, playing with whatever it is he's playing with, breaking it off. The only times he gets up is to talk to the refs. Bitch and moan and complain to the refs. Other than he's on the sideline, just chill. So, um, yeah. Listen, this is great news. This is great news. It's great news for any fan of any team not called Arsenal, uh, especially if you're going to be serious about getting trophies, doing well in the Premier League, moving forward. Teams, i.e., City, United, Spurs, Chelsea looks a little sad right now too, and then Liverpool. So look, works for us. This is the top four, I thought. And again, a lot of things can happen. Chelsea could get on a run. Arsenal's definitely done. You don't even mention Arsenal. Chelsea could come on a run between them and Tottenham, what have you. But it's looking really good for Liverpool, which is good to get that second spot. Of course, the big game against United at the weekend is gonna be important, and that game is gonna really have a huge effect on, I think, that second spot in the table. So no, it's good. It's really good. Moving on to Chelsea, I listen. They keep giving away their players, right? So if we look across just the Premier League alone, they've got players everywhere from Chelsea. Guys who they just gave up on altogether. Guys who were there, left, and did well in other leagues, came back to the Premier League. The list is long. If you're gonna have an injury to Morata, you gotta have a decent replacement. And to me, having Giroud is not a decent replacement. Sure, he can come on the last few minutes, get a header, whatever. He's not really a game changer, and definitely not in a game like against City. Mitchie was who they had. Mitchie apparently, I don't know. Every time I saw Mitchie, he did well. He had a hat trick early in the season for them. He scored goals. He got the goal to win the league with them last season. I don't know what else he had to do. I think Mitchell should stay in Germany and try to do his thing out there, and just show what he's made for. Because clearly, Again, I've spoken about this before. Conte and Mourinho are more so managers who are looking for finished articles. They are not looking to groom a young player. They're not looking to give him first team play and figure out, what his career could be at the team. They want people who are already, quote unquote, proven. Um, Carl, he said, do you think that's happening with fans calling Wenger out? It's been unfair. Um, yeah, but you gotta remember a lot of those fans. Well, I know Arsenal Fan TV doesn't speak for the whole fandom of Arsenal, but a lot of those fans are really young, so they don't really know. All they know is just this recent, stuff. How things have been feeling with the club. The old timers would know that. How amazing Arsene Wenger has been for their club. But this is the reality, and this is the state of football right now. Fans want things right away, and then you look around and you see what City's doing. You look around, you see what Tottenham, Chelsea, not this year, but as far as spending money and getting coaches to come in and do well right away in Conte's case. You know, and Arsenal fans, it's like banter city now. Everybody's making fun of them, joking them, and that hurts them. You know what I mean? So, is it unfair? Probably slightly. But Arsene Wenger's been there long enough, and all good things have to come to an end. I mean, I know when he came into the league, Arsenal, he changed the league tactics, the way he played. It's a beautiful thing, and they were winning a lot of things. They don't really know about the Invincibles, know about the lineage of players that they've had, but it's time for Arsenal to go. I think it's time for Arsenal to go. Arsenal. I keep saying Arsenal. It's time for Arsene Wenger to go. I mean, making the change right now, I don't think makes a whole lot of sense. They're definitely out of top four. They're not winning the Europa. I don't know if them getting or being runners up in the cup match helps them anyway, but they're not really doing anything. They're just going down at this point. So yeah, I mean, I think the writing is on the wall. I mean, you gotta part ways with him, Arsene, and bring someone else in. Who that is, I don't know. There's a few people out there. Do they want to come to Arsenal? Is this a club you want to come to? You sure there's money there? That's the other thing. Arsenal is still making that club, like front office, or things of that nature, money. So if he's making money for them, then that's always going to be a benefit for the club, and in their mind, it's all about the bottom dollar. And if he's making that, then I spoke about it before. Arsenal was able to get away with these cups every now and then, finishing top four every season. It was almost to the point where they were just aiming for top four. As long as they got that, they were good. The fans will tell you differently, but I think a lot of them were cool with that as well, deep down inside. So, they're not used to this as a fan base. So, of course, they might turn into panic mode and do the Wenger outs and all of that stuff. But, it is what it is. There needs to be a change. And I said this before too. You know they were in trouble when they made these panic buys, and all of a sudden was sold this dream, that was gonna just fix their problems right away. Football. You know how this game works. You know how this league is. Nobody's just coming over here and just gonna be ripping it apart like that. So yeah, Arsene is definitely finished. I just honestly, I would not be surprised if he extends his stay another 2 years. Because again, if they haven't made that decision now again, it depends because luckily for them, they're in sixth and I think a pretty decent. They're 5 points away from Burnley. I think is the next team, and I don't know. Burnley. I think they Burnley have it in them, and Arsenal have it in them to give the points away and let Burnley catch up. Yeah, I agree, Carl. That's what I've been preaching, man. Everybody wants to complain, and again, even our fans, we're at fault as well. We're looking at other teams. Oh, why can't we get Aubameyang? Why we can't get Mickey? Why we couldn't get Sanchez? Why we yada 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 yada? And at the end of the day, you see a team. Now, those teams that got these players, minus City, I think City did they get Laporte? in the winter transfer. They got Deporte, okay, but look at the teams who bought players and look at their team. Look at how I mean Tottenham, they got Lucas Moura. They don't seem that fractured, but look at the other teams. Chelsea, fractured. United. What's going on with Alexis? What's he doing? Thanks for hanging around with me, Carl. I appreciate that, man. It's you and me in here solo, but until you leave or whatever. But I'm here. I'm here. So whoever's here can come through. I'm gonna be here for at least an hour. But look at Chelsea. I said Chelsea, United, Arsenal. All broken. They're all broken. Nobody knows what's going on now. United's right behind us, and we're every weekend we're up down with them. So that's more of a fan point of view. What I'm saying, United fans, there's not really pretty football, so people aren't really too pleased with what Mourinho is doing. But it's the desperation. Klopp has never been that kind of guy, and I love that he just sticks to his guns. And he reassures these guys, this team, that himself and the team, not for one moment should fall into this hype that they're doing so well and they're so great, and Salah is looking like one of the best players on the planet, in England, whatever. His thing is, well, we're doing good. The next game is the important game, and this weekend it was Newcastle. Now, if Mo's goals slow up, dry up, and Mane's does too, and we drop some points here and there, then all of this hype and this happiness is really not for nothing, but it's not. It doesn't really help you to get so high in moments or too low. But we're doing really well right now. May that continue. The moment it doesn't, though, we're back to same old Liverpool. People will say, and Karius is terrible, and Klopp needs to go. And if you pay attention, if you're on Twitter, let me know where the FSG out people are, because they're all very quiet. I don't know if you guys know, but the financial information came out recently, and Liverpool is in a good way. So all that talk about money and not spending it right, the money situation is fine. We all need to pump the brakes, relax, breathe, calm down, and believe in this team. It is a team. I love the comments you made about Coutinho. Coutinho, in his mind, I don't agree with this, but Coutinho's a world-class player. But basically, not verbatim, but basically he's saying he didn't want to be here. He wanted to go to Barcelona. We gave him that. I still have a team here that I got to coach. And these 11 to 16, 18, how many players on that first team, they believe in what we're doing. We believe in it together. And so together we're going to make things work. And it's a beautiful thing that they're showing this without Coutinho. Now, I was on the podcast yesterday, and a question that we asked, which I want to put forward to you all, whoever's watching, is Liverpool better without Coutinho? Simple question. Yes or no? Is Liverpool better without Coutinho? Are they better off with him? I didn't get to add this into the podcast last night. We had so many different topics and opinions and things like that, so sometimes it kind of goes up and down, left and right. But I think Coutinho held us back. I'm going to tell you why. How many times in games playing against low block teams did Coutinho settle for a long distance shot? He would pound the ball too much. That's a basketball analogy. He spend too much time on the ball and then finally make a decision or finally shoot it or whatever. How many times do we remember him actually really pressing? And I don't mean just pressing, because Sturridge would do his form of pressing, but it just wasn't really effective the way Klopp wanted. But he doesn't do nearly what Firmino does. He doesn't do what Salah does. He doesn't do what Mane does. He doesn't do what Gini or Emery or Lallana or Hendo or anybody, Milner for that matter, in the midfield. So he was never going to be that player that was going to be a key part of this system that Klopp wants to run. Sure, he's great from a set piece. Sure, he can bring out some magic here and there. He had a bunch of goals. Well, he had the most goals he's ever had, I think, with Liverpool this half season. But he never was going to be that guy that was really going to be a linchpin as far as the pressing game. And you see, once he's gone, the press was good when he was there in moments, depending on where he was at midfield attacking or he was a winger attacking. The press has definitely benefited from his absence. Because again, he doesn't do what Mane or Salah, if we're talking about wingers, or even that down in the midfield, Gini and any of those guys. He doesn't do that. So I made it clear on this channel. I was happy for him to go, and I don't regret that at all. It bothers me that people continue to bring up his name, him, missing him, needing a replacement. Everybody has an opinion, but you're entitled to your own opinions, but you're not entitled to your own facts. And the fact remains that we are producing at a very high rate, scoring plenty of goals, shutting teams out. Not in need of a Coutinho creator. Ox is doing that. Emery was doing bits last night, doing really good against who's at Newcastle. We didn't capitalize on everything, but Emery was doing really well. So we have it, and then we got Mane and Salah coming down in the midfield. Firmino coming down in the midfield. We got enough creative players. We don't need one guy to be that kind of dude for us. Yeah, compliment. Yeah, he did. And again, he did some great. Carl, you know this. He did some great things for our team, but it just this idea that one player was going to make or break our season. I mean, literally, us as fans, some of us thought that losing Coutinho, that was it. A lot of people go back and look at the Twitter feed. Go back and look at YouTube videos. Maybe some of your favorite channels, and it's cool. It is what it is. Would probably say, "Oh, that's top 4. It's gone," or "We're really gonna struggle," or "If we get an injury," or listen. When you have a team, and it's a team in every sense of the word, team, nothing can break you. Now you can hurt yourself. You can cost yourself, and we do that sometimes. But let's look at the losses this season in the league. Still undefeated, by the way. Tottenham, where you can say arguably one player really cost us that game. I hate to say it because I think he's definitely gotten better over time this season, but Lovren cost us that game. If that's Van Dijk, that's not happening. If Van Dijk is playing what Lovren is playing that game doesn't end that way. I don't care what you say. It's not. We had to go from Salah. We probably could have had a couple more. I think we were just dejected after those kind of blunders early in that game, and they jumped out on us quick. And it's Tottenham. It's a losing game, and you got on that early at their stadium. They had been so good there this season, not as good as us, but they've been good there this season for the most part. So that's the Tottenham game. City, Mane goes down. That's still some people debate. Was it a foul? Was it intentional? Listen, they got to make that call. It's quite funny though that we've seen so many high boot the face, boot the shoulder, boot the head, and sometimes no call. Definitely not a red, but no yellow, no foul, no nothing. So I find that interesting, but, and I've always said this, I don't care if we went down to 8 men. You don't lose 5-0. You sit back, you set up shop. I'll come back to that in a minute too, because I feel like we've figured out how to set up shop and shut down games like that. But, so the Tottenham and City game, again, Tottenham, just to recap, is more of a Lovren thing. That's a Lovren game. He really messed up. If that's Virgil, we don't lose that game. City, the high boot, Mane gets off, that messes up with his confidence. Swansea, that was just an unlucky day. Maybe the most unlucky day in Liverpool history. I mean, that chance at the end that we missed pretty much summed up that whole game for us. We made the chances. We had people in the right places at the right time, just didn't get it. Swansea got the win. Hats off to him. Other than that, we've more or less dominated most of the games we played. Now, Watford first game of the season, that's irritating. You're up 3 or whatever it was. They came back tied. Cool, fine. Leg, if you will, they tied fine. Had some other ties, of course. United, you never want to tie with them. Everton, did we tie Everton? Yeah, we tied Everton with the penalty, the fluke stuff. So listen, a lot of things end up against us. We still come out on top. Thanks for the people who are here, checking me out on the live. But yeah, so we get really quiet, and we don't make a lot of noise when things are going well, because part of it is that thing in the back of some of our minds is like, oh, it's going well now, but it's going to all come down crashing, And a lot of people have that negative mentality, which it is what it is. It's up to Liverpool to continue to show supporters like that this is not just a flash in the pan. This is something that may continue. But I found as a supporter, it helps me nothing to always be negative. That's why I'm able to just enjoy it while it happens, hope for the best, stay optimistic, and just get behind the team. I mentioned it before, to me, you cannot question Klopp as far as transfers, as far as he's even gotten better with his late substitutions, the tactics, shutting teams off, bringing on guys like Matip, Milner, shoring up that back, midfield, and defense. He's had to learn too, like the players. He's had to learn, and he's doing a damn good job, I think. So we gotta appreciate what we have in Klopp and appreciate patience and and trust that what he's building here is for real. This is not just a you know little string of games and then we fall again. The Swansea game really hurt when it came. I get it. It did. Because we were in winning ways. We had just beat City, and that's a downer. To put it lightly, that's a downer. But we bounced back. We bounced back, and we're bouncing. We're still on the bounce. So listen, Porto is a big game. I don't care if anybody says it. A lot of people have us already in the next round, and that's fine. I'm not saying that we're not. I'm not being doubting the team. What I am saying is that it's still a game we have to play. If it wasn't important, they wouldn't have it on the schedule. We still got to play this team. They still got to come to Anfield. We have our home turf to play at and to protect and to perform. And it's a big night at Anfield. Be surprised if the fans were not loud, proud, supportive, because it's a European night, and I know Liverpoolians, they get really big up for those games, but they're not going to get up for a game against, say, I don't know, Albion, Brighton. They're not going to get up for that. That's not worth their time. But it's Porto at our home, so it should be good. We're gonna need that. The players clearly thrive off of that, so hopefully that happens. Hopefully, thank you. 4 people in here. Appreciate it. Appreciate the 3 likes. Um, yeah, it's 21 minutes. I'm gonna be here for a while, guys. So click on, click off, whatever. I'm gonna be here talking, chatting. Um, so I'm just happy, and people talk about Pep Guardiola and the kind of Pep factor and how he has that ability to attract players, attract attention to him, his tactics, things of that nature. Tony, what's up, man? Yeah. Thanks, man. I know the time is crazy, guys. If you're in Europe or wherever you guys are, and it might be really late. It is what it is, man. Try to do it a little. I'll try to do it a little earlier from now on weekends at least. I will. I'll write that down and remind myself. But thanks you guys for hanging in here. Freddie, what's up, baby? Team is a world-class player, but I'm enjoying our football. I trust Klopp 100%. Yeah. I'm excited to see the future too, man. I'm excited to see the future too, and that spine of our team is going to be amazing. Firmino, of course, up top, Keita, and whoever else will bring in the midfield, Virgil, and then didn't think I would say it, but Karius is doing really well. He's trying to save this club 50-60 million on the keeper. Now, I think we'll still bring one in, but Karius is doing pretty damn good, and this is the perfect time, man. It couldn't be a better time to be playing the way he's playing right now. So, again, may it continue, and just really happy. Let's talk about Emery real quick. We talked about him before, but I'm really proud. We talked about this on the podcast last night. Have an operation in a few months, and I'm supposed to be in NFL soon to be. It's fucked up. Sorry about that, Tony. But the thing about it is, there will be other chances for you to go to Anfield. I promise you. So I know that's tough. What game were you supposed to be going for? What game were you supposed to be checking out? Let me know. Emery Chan, and my kind of dedication to Astori. I mentioned Serie A and been watching a lot of it lately, and I hate to say it, but Emery's gonna fit right in with that league, that competition, that really physical, tough Italian style of football. I mean, the look alone he has, the slick black hair, the physique, that he's beautiful. What I mean? He's the GQ model all day. Still around 10, 11 games left, and not sure. Wait until okay, got you. Yeah, you'll get out there, man. All the best with the operation. Gonna be easy, 400, 500. Traveling and all that. Yeah. You talking about the operation? But Emery's gonna fit right in in Serie A if that's where he's ended up going. I'm still holding out for hope. I'm probably crazy for doing that, but I'm holding out in hopes that we somehow hold on to him. Losing him, number one, is bad. Losing him for free is just downright criminal. It's criminal, and again, it's not a murder kind of criminal or anything bad. It's just like a misdemeanor, like traffic ticket or something. But Emery, yeah, that's. But I'm proud that he kept his discipline. Just off topic, when how did you get into Liverpool? Just out of curiosity, because from Ireland to England includes very over. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Somebody asked about Liverpool. John Barnes, straight up and down. John Barnes, also Gale. Um, so yeah, yeah, just seeing John, knowing about John Barnes, hearing about John Barnes, seeing him, the footage. Um, and what was going on at that time in Liverpool, and how things were really tough for him and a lot of black players. You know what they had to go through, and it was something special about Liverpool. That red, I had this, and still do have this. I never really actually loved red, but I always had it somehow, like red shoe shirt. I just always had red, but it wasn't something that I was purposely like it's got to be red. It just happened that way. And I started looking at all the teams that I liked when I liked football, American football, and that team was red, 49ers. You know, the basketball team, the Rockets, they were red. So red was like and so all my team, my friends, they liked Arsenal, United. I didn't want to go that route. So yeah, that's how I came about Liverpool. If we can keep our best players, yeah, let's see. I think, man, loving that OG away kit. Thanks, Freddie. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's the keeper joint. 90. Wait, I forget the year. But it was when we had David. Oh God, what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. Yeah, man, you guys are tired. It's late. It's all good, man. It's you guys just being here, saying what you say. Really, I appreciate it. So get some rest, or go talk to wifey, or go smoke some herb, or drink a beer. Whatever you got to do, man. I just appreciate your time, however amount it is. Tony, thanks, man. It's stuff like that I appreciate that, Tone. My man, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing my thing, man. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. But where was I at? Yeah, that's kind of the story behind Liverpool and my. It's morning in Asia, so I'm good. Oh, bet, cool. So Carl's on it, my man. Like morning, like what time? Like 10, 8? Always hate it, no matter what. Always hate no matter what you do. Always hate no matter what you do. Not sure what that means, but maybe I'm tired. 11 a.m. Okay, all right. So you're gonna have lunch then, right? You're gonna have lunch. But yeah. So on with the football. Emery. That's gonna be tough. But I trust Klopp to retool, not replace, because you can't replace that. It's just retool. Get some other guys in the system, because he is building something amazing. And I think if guys meaning supporters, just hang in there for the ride, I think we'll all be really, really happy of the results that we see and the improvement that we see. Yeah, it's a good question. I think we'll come through. I am confident we'll come through. I think it'll be a tighter game, and I think, yeah. See, a lot of people are saying we're through anyway. I don't know about that, man. I mean, we should be. In a perfect world, we should be. That's they got to score what, 6 goals to even have a chance, so, or to win, I guess. So, listen, it looks like we're through, and we should be. And again, I just don't want to jinx it. Yeah, how about that? We're keeping some pretty good clean sheets. Karius, I don't. You guys think Mignolet will come in? And if he doesn't, I think that's the end of his Liverpool career, because Danny Ward's definitely not coming in. If Mignolet doesn't play Tuesday night, I don't see him playing ever again. Obviously, unless Karius gets hurt or something like that. But one thing I know about Karius is that his wrist strength is really, really good. Clean sheets, then Mignolet, that's a joke. He's probably yeah. His wrist strength is really good. Again, that stop, I can't stop talking about it. I won't stop talking about it. Can't stop, won't stop. Amazing stop, amazing save. Palm action. You know what I mean? That's a strong hand. And people were getting on him about saving balls like this. Or no, it was punching the balls away. They were talking about he was punching stuff. So that one, he put a big hand up on there, bear clawed it out. Yeah, wait, Southampton, wasn't he at Sunderland? You talking about Mignolet, right? I think Mignolet was at Sunderland, or was he at Southampton? Anyway, so yeah, proud of Karius, really proud of him. Hopefully Gini's back. But I have a feeling Klopp has said things like he's not gonna. Hate to talk bad of any player, but I do not want to see Mignolet play for Liverpool again. Yeah, I mean he should be done. Yeah, Sunderland, Southampton. I think it was Sunderland, but whatever. I think I knew what you meant. The S word that ends with N or D. But yeah, hopefully Gini's back. I think Klopp is going to do a bit of rotation. Maybe a bit more than we would like, but again, who am I to question Klopp? I mean, he's your back three versus Brighton, putting Milner, Henderson in the midfield and dogging a game. If I ever was to question Klopp, I'm done with it. As far as decisions he's making like that, as far as players. So, I don't know who he's gonna play. I don't know. It could be a total surprise. Klopp has it under his sleeve sometimes. I think it'll be a strong side, but I just, I don't know if all of our, kind of big or important players are all going to play. I don't think it's going to be the same, our best 11 as far as the players that are the best on our team, Salah, Mane, Firmino, although they all may start, but I don't think it'll be, necessarily our best 11. It might be the best for that game. But anyway, Porto is still strolling in their league, of course. If you played Fortnite, yeah. What's that, Tony? Yeah, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I want to see Harrison go. If you put Mings in, I think it will mess it. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a good point. I think you can't keep doing a flip flop, especially if you're gonna rotate the players in the outfield. Goalkeepers need to stay consistent. You made the decision to put Karius in, you keep him in there. And when he didn't start Mignolet in the first leg in Porto, I said, you know what, okay, that's it. That's it for Mignolet. Unless there's an injury, I can't see it happen. Now, I wouldn't be surprised, because again, Klopp, he's got a mind of his own, and he might just throw that curveball in there. But that's a great point, Freddie. I think that's important. He doesn't want to discourage his kid. I think that might have been part of the kind of leaky performances here and there, because he wasn't sure. He didn't know from week to week at a certain time. He didn't know how many games he's going to have. Consistency. You see what consistency has gotten him. Really got things together back there at the back four. So yeah, it's really good. No, I haven't played video games in a long time, bro. So I'm out of the loop with that. That's why I didn't even know what you were talking about. I don't. The only games I know about is FIFA is because I just hear about it, but I don't really. I couldn't tell you. I know nothing about video games at this point. I'm so rusty. I haven't played a video game. What's hot right now? Is it Xbox, PS4, 2? What are the hot video game systems out there? Because I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, Genie. Hopefully he gets back from this little diarrhea issue. Milner looked okay when he came on. Gonna need him. Hendo, really good. So. Listen, we I was talking about Emery earlier. He showed really PS4. If you do get a console, get PS4. Has your son not got any? No, yeah, we don't have any of those in the house, man. He did play well against Newcastle. Yeah, we don't have any video games in the house, man. It's something to think about. My wife's really, I think, concerned about us spending so much attention with it, and she's probably right. If I had a video game system, I'd probably be making less videos. I'd probably be doing less of anything but that. I mean, once I get hooked, because I know myself, and when I was in the video games, I do that. I mean, up all night, trying to finish a game, get to a certain level, whatever. So it's probably trouble, but we might get him something and just keep it, here and there from the play. Play the old PS2 games on PS4. You just have to buy them again. Okay, fair enough. It's good. It's good when you're bored. Yeah, no, I get you. I mean, there's a couple games I have on my phone that I might do when I'm bored. So, Pro Evolution, I think it's called Pro Evolution Soccer, 2018. But anyway, yeah, no, good shout. Maybe we'll consider it at some point. Can't see it in the stars anytime soon though. But no, Chan did really good to not get the card, and needed that because him missing United game. I think it'd be 2 games, right? After getting that many yellow cards, so that wouldn't have been a good thing. So that was a big risk, high reward for Klopp. Big risk. High reward though, because he did not make any crazy challenges. We didn't suffer that, so that's good moving forward. Can't talk enough about the front three, and again, neither one of them were really at their best. I saw what they had on This Is Anfield, and I think they gave Oh, Salah man of the match. I didn't see that though. I mean, I thought Salah was good and troubled them a lot. Probably should have finished a few of the chances, but I didn't really see him as man of the match. I thought one of the midfield guys should have gotten that, or maybe even the keeper, to be honest. But not Salah. Anyway, we didn't even get out of second gear. I said that, and I meant that. That we weren't even at our best, and we still were able to really dominate that game. That's why I call it professional performance because. Oh, second. Yeah, Arsenal's done. They're done. Chelsea's also done. It's gonna. You know what? Listen. Say what you want, Mourinho. He knows what to do in these situations, and we had. That's a. I mean, I hate to look past Porto, but that's a must-win game against United. And we owe them, man. We've been drawn with them every game for the last 4 or 5, whatever it's been since Klopp has been there. Drawn every damn game. We got to win this game. They're in a decent way right now. Beating Chelsea, getting a decent result in the Champions League. So. See Lallana start. Maybe, yeah, a lot of people are saying Lallana. I'm not big on Lallana, but I wouldn't be mad to see him start. And maybe that's what he needs. Maybe he needs a start to get into the game at home. We'll see what happens. Yeah, but see, that's silly fans because, well, listen, I get it. And not everybody's going to be, again, they see what they see what City's doing. They see what we're doing. They see, to a certain extent, what, you might be right about that, Tony. Lallana and Katie might be right. They see what we're doing. They see what, to a certain extent, Tottenham's doing here and there, Chelsea. You know, and just in general, the United teams are known for having this kind of beautiful football. And so, yes, fans want that. They miss that. But honestly, I want to win things. And he's winning things. And he's getting them. Yeah. Yeah, but we got the most goals in Europe, I think, overall. From a front three perspective, you know. We are conceding less, and that's something that people aren't really talking about. You know, but as much as we talk about Liverpool when they are conceding a lot, we got to give them credit. And it's the Klopp factor for one, but it's definitely Virgil. He's coming. I mean, he's just so smooth, so elegant. This dude, and it's so laughable the things people were saying. His first few games, he wasn't. He was amazing in his own right, but he had some mistakes. I hope you never. Yeah, the people. Listen again. I never want to come across as people can have their opinion. That's if your opinion is Klopp out, fine, have it, enjoy it, sit on it. I just don't see that. I mean, this if you can't see what this guy is doing, then I don't. Yeah, there's no helping you. You know what I mean? This guy is doing amazing things for Liverpool. So, like I said, may it continue. I know some of you guys are dropping off. Thanks for stopping by. Hazard might be gone next season. You think? Yeah, Hazard's gone. But you know, listen, I talk about that too. I know a lot of people didn't agree with that. Hazard to me is not world class. If you're not stepping up in these kind of, and I know you're playing a false nine, it's not your position. You got to step up, man. I don't care. If you're a world class player, you step up. You make a mark for your team in important games. He's not doing that. You know who is? Willian. Willian is doing that. He didn't do it today. Nobody did it today for them. Willian is stepping up. Azpilicueta always stepping up. Me and Honest were sitting back watching that game trying to say, who do we think the top 3 to 4 players in that team was? And neither one of our lists had Hazard. You know, it was Conte, N'Golo Kante was Azpilicueta. It was Willian. I think he put in Moses. I think I said Marcos Alonso. Football banter show. Here and there. I don't watch them too often. And it just is what it is. I there's not too many Liverpool channels that I actually watch, to be honest with you. So yeah, I mean, I watch it here and there. Costa, yeah, and see, them giving away Costa was the biggest mistake. I think going down, Tonio will always regret that. The way he went about it, I mean, that was their best play. And there's been some, you should do a podcast with them maybe in the future. Yeah, I'm trying to get this podcast off the ground. It's going to happen this year. I just don't know when. It's a matter of time. But yeah, I definitely want to do that. Maybe with them, I don't know. I kind of want to, we'll see. I had this idea of doing it with someone who maybe isn't as known, popular, you know what I mean? But no, that's something I'm thinking about. Morata was a mistake. Again, these guys, this league, some people are not built for this league, okay? I'm gonna say it again. Some people are not built for this league, and the no breaks, the endurance, the fitness, people come here and they get ripped apart. If you are not built of a certain something, a certain substance, if you're not ready for it, it will eat you alive. And you see that happening some players. Now look, Aubameyang needs a little more time. It's really early to judge him. Lacazette, that's just this guy's missing sitters. That's basically a guy whose confidence is just completely shot. And a lot of that has to do with the manager. They paid 50, 60 for him. So somebody let me know if they have the facts on that. I think they paid 50 something for him, somewhere between 50 and 60. And you're not starting him every game. You're taking him off early. Um, yeah, Morata was linked with a lot of people. I never rated Morata though. Who gets no support? Lacazette? Who we talking about? Um, yeah, I mean, it's partly about the service thing, but Morata's one of them guys that he thrives off of, and you might say a lot of people do, but exclusively, Morata thrives off of, confidence. If he's not scoring goals, then he's not really going to be part of the game. If he goes, if he has a streak of not scoring, Aubameyang can't spell the name. Oh, it's cool. I know who you mean. Like Pierre Aubameyang. Yeah. Lacazette. But and I always wondered why Lacazette spent his. I said this before. Spent so much time in France. And I'm not knocking him. I'm torn with him because I know there's something in there. I know he's a good. I believe he's a good player, and I know I feel for him a little bit because of him not playing all the time, especially in big games. That's just crazy. Him missing easy goals that he could make in his sleep, literally 9 times out of 10. But he should be making those. The confidence thing is one thing, but you got to make those. I mean, especially if you're not playing, that could at least get the coach's attention, maybe put you in. We have an actual team, and you can see that. Aubameyang not getting service at Arsenal. Yeah, I agree. But I mean, come on, he had some chances where it's not even about service. The ball ended up at his feet. The goal was right there. You put the ball in net. So I mean, I agree with that too. I agree with that. That's the big shame. I don't feel sorry for him, but that's the big shame. Why a player like that would even go to Arsenal in the first place? I know the French connection thing, whatever, cool. But if you're trying to better your career, or if you're looking for a challenge, yes, Premier League is one thing, but Arsenal is not the decision to me. That I never understood that. Same thing about Aubameyang. I don't get it. I don't get why you go to Arsenal. I'm not really sure why that is. Now again, you give them a whole full season, preseason training with the team, all that. Maybe they come good, but I just don't see it. Imagine we had Aubameyang in Liverpool. So yeah, a lot of people were excited about or the idea of getting Aubameyang. I wasn't. I'm sorry. He's just not the kind of striker or attacking player that I would really want. I just wouldn't. And it's not based on what he's doing at Arsenal. He's just not. I know he scored a lot of goals. Also, his attitude. We know what some of the things that happened in at Dortmund. So, listen, that ship has sailed, and I'm glad it did. And again, these are all guys. Like I said, people were ready to kill themselves because we allowed Arsenal to take Lacazette from us. I doubt anybody's saying that now. So, and again, and like you say, maybe it's because of the service, maybe because he doesn't really fit their system, or their system is not good for him, or whatever. But why you get him then? Why did you get Lacazette? If you're going to use him the way you're using him now, or lack thereof, why did you get him in the first place? I'm not sure exposed Arsenal offense issues against Brighton. Yes, we would have. Nah, I'm rather. Would you take Aubameyang instead of Firmino? Because I wouldn't. Aubameyang can't do half of the things Firmino does. He wouldn't want to do it. He'd be sulking if he was asked to do everything he did. Now people say when he played for Dortmund, he did that. I don't know if I saw some of those games in that team. I don't remember ever seeing anybody doing what he did necessarily. What Firmino does, nah. So he's doing whatever somebody may have done for Dortmund at one point and more. Aubameyang was not coming back in the midfield, muscling guys off the ball, getting the ball back, starting the break, getting the assists, getting the goals. Nah. And then Firmino does it with the flash, the no looks, all the dances, the capoeira, not kung fu. Aubameyang is a bit lazy for my taste. Yeah, Suarez would be a perfect fit, Bobby. Like I said, Aubameyang playing under a different manager, they might play better. Might. Yeah, they might. I don't know. They might. Probably would. They probably would. But again, I don't know why you went to that dinosaur. There's a plethora of different teams that probably wanted you. Well, I don't know about plethora, but I know Aubameyang and they both had enough teams to go on for them. Or maybe they didn't. Maybe that's what it is. But if that's the move you making, nah. I honestly, and I respect him because he could have gone to, what was it, China, Japan, wherever. That's a big payday. He could have done that. You always see that it's the manager and the new manager comes in and the players play so much better. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like maybe that's what Arsenal needs. Bellerin looks like his mind is somewhere else. Ozil looks like his mind is somewhere else. They're losing guys mentally. The guys are somewhere else. They're not. I mean, they got World Cup winning players on that team, and they look like pure doo-doo. So, Colossus Nash ain't doing nothing. Mustafi, nothing. Koscielny, overrated bum. I've always said that. Not enough midfielders and attacks for running into the box. But got to get enough players in the box to score. Yeah, good shot, I'll say. Good shot. But yeah, that's let's see. There was a leaked video on Cheeky Sport. Bellerin saying he wants to leave. Really? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Leaked. Wow. Damn, Cheeky. Yeah, Cheeky's gonna be one of the channels that I shout out in this new segment I'm doing when I'm shouting out other YouTube channels. Try to find some more smaller ones like myself to shout out. Let me say, yeah, look at. I will. I look at Cheeky Sport often enough. Obviously, I haven't looked at them lately because I didn't see that, but I look at them. I believe you. Yeah, I'm gonna check them out. Cheeky Sport is some good fellas over there, man. I like what they do. But yeah. So listen, I'm gonna put this out here. I did it before. It didn't go so well. Some of you might have been around for the Off the Dome I did with GBC TV, and we had on what's his name, Stizor. It didn't really go that well. I'm curious. I may have somebody by this point, but I'm curious to see if anybody is open to doing a Google Hangout for the United Liverpool build-up game. I want to have at least 2 United fans and 2 Liverpool fans. So me and someone else, and then maybe GBC TV if I can get a hold of them, or one of my other buddies and somebody else. So if you're open to doing that, please, if you're on Twitter, everyone at Arsenal wants out because they know Wenger will destroy their career. Yeah, and they're obviously playing like that. But get in contact with me. Leave your Twitter information or contact me on Twitter. That's RBG_F_C. Let me know. Hit me, give me a DM, send me something. Let me know if you want to be a part of the Google Hangout for the United Liverpool match. Let me know. I'm gonna find somebody regardless, but I'm trying to give you guys a little more inclusion into the because again, doing this, especially you guys who are always here, man. I definitely want to make this something we can actually talk and discuss things. I know I'm talking here and you guys are discussing that, but I like to get you guys, and you don't have to show your face. We can just do a Google Hangouts and your logo can be up and it can just be you talking. You don't have to show your face if that's an issue. But again, let me know. Again, Twitter is RBG_F_C. Yeah, hit me up. Email is anfield6@icloud.com. That's Anfield, ANFIELD, the number 6 @icloud.com. He's like every other player, and they would always take a big pay raise. Yeah, but it's so I respect him coming to the Premier League because it's like, okay, I want to challenge. But I might have took the money because Arsenal is the death trap right now. I mean, there's no way that's a team that anybody wants to be going through right now. They're losing the teams that they shouldn't be losing to. The money between them that they've spent in Brighton and Hove Albion, I mean, that is just that can't happen. So big game tomorrow for United. That could be a banana skin. We'll see. Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't say they see Palace doing much, especially with Zaha unfit and the big Benteke up front, who's he ain't doing much. You want your highest paid player to work his socks off like he is the captain. Yeah, Arsenal are fucked. They're playing AC Milan soon. Yeah, AC Milan is looking good right now. Gattuso got them playing good. And have you guys watched Suso, who used to play with Liverpool? Have you guys watched him? I mean, that team in general, number one, is just really good. That AC Milan team is really good. And since 2018 started, they've been undefeated, I believe. And I mean, I watched the game against Lazio the other day. That's a good team, man. That is a good team. And yeah, they look exciting. And that's good for Italian football because Juventus is winning leagues every year. It'll be 7 this year if they get it, which I think they will because Napoli is a joke. They're pretenders. They're not ready. They're not serious. They choked in the Champions League. They're choking in Europa League right now, and then they're dropping points to Roma. So I need to change over to buying AC Milan players rather than that. Hey, that'll work. If Gattuso and the board and all of them give it to it, I'll take it. Maybe we might win something. Oh, we're definitely gonna win something with Klopp. I'm not worried about that. So I don't think that has to do with getting players from AC Milan or not. But we're gonna win some things. Actually, I'm confident in that. And listen, we might win something this season. I know a lot of people don't believe that, but let's just see what happens. What we at? 49 minutes. Yeah, I'll talk for another 10, 15. But yeah, I'm excited about the game. See a lot of you guys stepping out, so I might. Yeah, I'll talk for like 2 more minutes. But yeah, this has been good, man. This is like therapy for me. Getting on here, talking to you guys, or talking to my phone, but you guys looking, hopefully paying attention, listening. Um, but yeah, good ways, good times. I can't wait for that United game. Please say that again, whoever that was. It faded away my bad. I need to just stay looking at the phone so I can catch you guys. Spurs have a chance of winning silverware in the FA Cup. They do. They do. That is a fact. That is a fact. Um, I believe we'll get the furthest in Champions League from all the English teams. You guys think Juventus will beat Spurs this week in the Champions League? Let me know. United, Sevilla. What are you guys thinking? Chelsea. You're paying attention, bro. You speak well. Thanks, Carl. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, so I think we'll go the farthest in the Champions League, and I mean we'll see. We'll see what happens. Good night, anyways, man. Appreciate the chat. Keep up the videos. Thank you, Tony. Have a good night wherever you are. Get some sleep, man. And yeah, see you Tuesday. Probably come out with a video that Tuesday afternoon while I'm at work. As usual, do a little build up. Confirm 12. Confirm 12. Confirm 11. And then, is it 11 players on the pitch? Yes, it is 11. 11 players on the pitch. And then halftime, post-match, all that stuff. But yeah, again, holler at me if you want to get on that Google chat for the Man United Liverpool. What's that? Does he? I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, I don't know. Listen, again, same thing with managers. That's a challenge, you know. So you see a manager take that job, that's a challenge. That's a job you take right there. You know, to me, taking the City job. I'm not trying to take a job or a shot at Pep. That's not a challenge, though. I mean, you got billions of money. So listen, but that's they're setting a standard, you know, and assuming they're going to continue to be at that level year on, year out with Pep. Everybody's got to try to catch them. You know what I mean? No one's spending that kind of money, really. United, maybe, Arsenal, Chelsea. But nobody's really spending that kind of money. So, again, you got to figure out a different way. Use what you got. You know, you could be like Klopp, and you can overachieve, which I think he is, and try to build a team spirit and you know, kind of Liverpool versus everybody, backs up against the wall, Liverpool versus the world type of thing. Yeah. And not everybody can do that. So, again, listen. Think of another team with that midfield, some of the midfield tenders we've had, and you'd probably laugh. If we were playing against a team that had Milner, Henderson, and let's say Genie, not to knock any of those players, I love Genie for sure, but let's just say, you wouldn't go in that game thinking, oh man, we got to really worry about them today. No. But we are standing up being counted, and people got to know. Who did not drop a lot of points from winning positions. There's no maybe about it. We would definitely be up there. And that's the frustrating part. I mean, it is what it is. We can't change it. This is where life has brought us to this point. We're not up there. We're 13 to 18. Is it 13 that we're off of City, or is it 18? Somebody let me know. I had that written down, but I don't know where my pad is. But yeah, a lot of these frustrating games that we've seen this season is, you know, Watford, Newcastle. I mean, I could run them down, man. United, of course, Everton. Just a lot of games that we should. Chelsea, the Tottenham draw recently, you know, and yeah, some of these games that were fluke endings and, you know, unfair calls or whatever. But you know, it's a great point if you don't have that sort of riches finding the way. Yeah, he's definitely doing that. That's what you love about Klopp. You know what I mean? He that's what I love about him, at least. He's just an amazing dude, man. He loves this team. He loves Liverpool. He loves the squad. It's just great. You know, a lot of people talk about Rafa, and there's actually people apologizing to Rafa that we beat them. Don't even get me started on that. But Rafa was great, and he accomplished a good amount of things at Liverpool. Most importantly, Champions League. So I get all the love he gets. But I wouldn't have anybody over Klopp at this point. Once he leaves, maybe I can think about guys who I'd like to have in. Maybe Rafa would be back in my mind if and when that happens. But right now, it's all about Klopp, all about this squad. So yeah. Klopp has been getting a lot of stick from pundits. Yep, yep. Oh, you've been checking it out too, huh? Yeah, because the fans, the pundits, everybody, and to think the people over at Arsenal talking about Klopp, Arsenal's getting so much flack. Klopp should be getting some questions asked too. What kind of questions? We're second in the table right now. We're doing well. We're in the Champions League, playing on Tuesday nights, not Thursday, whatever it is, in places like Sweden and all across the globe. So, I love rubbing it in the Arsenal fans because they have so much mouth, man, so much mouth. But it wasn't just Arsenal fans. A lot of people are saying that about Klopp. He needs to have questions asked, and again, it's because you think about teams that have had coaches come in and just win it. Leicester, what's the Leicester's coach name that came and did that? Ranieri. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at that. Yeah, I do more than laugh. I do more than laugh, bro. I'm gonna be a fool. Y'all wait. Y'all wait and watch. If we win the Champions League, even if we get the semifinal, because nobody really has faith in us. Some of our, do you guys understand? Not you all. At least I don't think. The 5 people that are in here, I don't think y'all. But there are people in this fan base who don't. I mean, going into every game, they doubt us. I'm like, are you a troll? Or are you really a fan? Because how can you be a fan? I get nervousness and I get, being pessimistic a little, but actually doubting the team before the whistle's even blown, I never understood that. So if we win this damn tournament, which I think we have a good chance to do, you think about the remaining teams. We have a really good chance to do something special in this tournament. I'm telling you, man. This is a season where I think you can really get it. Some of the teams that are usually really strong and blowing teams out the water, they're not really doing that. Madrid got a really good result against PSG, but Barcelona, they didn't really do much with Chelsea. They forgot that Klopp got in the belief final. Right, Osa, right, amen. You saying some good stuff tonight. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that, and still, with that squad, he showed his coaching chops. And that's what I knew. This guy was going to be special. And yeah, we've had some frustrating times. I get it. We've had some rough times. And a lot of that, we're more we react more to because it feels like it's been so long. But I knew Klopp was gonna do some great things with this squad. You know what I mean? I saw it, I knew it, and so I wasn't really too bothered by it. Who did Tottenham play this weekend? Oh, they won 2-0 to somebody. Who was that? Who did Tottenham beat? I can't remember. Huddersfield? Huddersfield. I think it was Huddersfield. So yeah, but we got to just keep doing our thing. Again, it looks like Chelsea is, and it looks like Arsenal is. So we should be good. We should be good. I'm excited. Almost coming up on an hour now. Wow, time goes by really fast. Time goes by really fast. That's the word I was looking for. Fast. Or time flies really fast. Something like that. F words. But thanks again for you guys that were here, or 5, 6, 7. I think the highest we got was 8. I appreciate that. At least Klopp is learning from his mistakes. Yes, and that is really great to see. That's really great to see, because there were times where Klopp was at fault. There were quite a bit times during his time here, from when he started to now, and he needed to come up with some criticism, but he's learned from those things. One of the biggest things, of course, is the rotation. Doing that well. You saw what happened, how we were totally broke down. Last season around this time. Mane being out, Cup of Nations, and getting injuries, and I mean, people think we're frail now, and our depth is bad now. It was nowhere near last season. And guys like Ox have been really, really important pickups. A lot of people weren't feeling him. Meanwhile, Wenger has been making the same mistakes for years. Yeah, and he gets the pass because he's the dinosaur of the league. He's the French, dinosaur. So, yeah, and he's almost like an adopted English guy now. There's going to be a lot of excuses made for Wenger, and we know the history he's had there, which is definitely to be respected. But not a lot of people are going to be getting that kind of love and kind of leeway and excuses made for him like he would. So. But it's cool. I'm happy, man. I'm more than happy. Totally made up with this team, and they just make me so proud. And even moments where in the past we watched. Sorry, what was that? Say it again. I'm sorry, Carl. Let me just look at the phone so I can see you guys' messages. I apologize. Um, Damn, what was I gonna say? I hate when I miss you guys' messages. But yeah, Klopp is just. I'm really happy. You know, there's been times in the past, some this season early on where we're prodding for that first goal. We're not getting it. It's taking some time, and it sinks in, that doubt sinks into your mind. Like, damn, is this gonna be one of those games? You know, if they make that goal that Karius saves beautifully, that changes the game just like that. You know that. So, you know, when he makes that save, one, it lifts our team up. It lifts Karius up within himself, and that's got to feel good. You know, the fans feel good. It's like, yeah, that's Karius right there. Um, and then it kind of puts them down a bit because they know they're not going to get that many chances. And teams know that really watch football and know all this rhetoric about Liverpool's defense being leaky. Yeah, okay. Maybe once upon a time, that's not the case anymore. And I'm saying that, and I'm confident about that, and I'm standing on that. That's not the case anymore. It's not, and it won't be moving forward. So I'm excited about that, and you know, all of those kind of doubts that you had watching games, I personally just don't have them anymore. I don't, and it's such a. My thing is, I get antsy about goals because I know we can that game again. We could score 4 or 5, if not more, and that's the only thing. It's not an irritation, but it's just like that's what I'm looking forward to because I know the goal's gonna come. Especially like a game like that, low block team, you score first. I know it's coming, and that's kind of the frustrating part a little bit. You're like, damn, just get the first goal. In the game against West Ham, it was Emre Can. You saw once that happened, dominoes. There was a domino effect. We got the more goals. Went to halftime, did something. But yeah, that's the Oxlade-Chamberlain factor as well. I mean, a guy like that right now is perfect. He is perfect, man. And it's nice to see. Okay, Genie's hurt. Ooh, oh, Ox. That's it. You know what I mean? You don't even. That's a filler. He's good. He's right there. Lallana coming back slowly but surely. He doesn't look ready to me. He doesn't look ready to me. That's just me. Wouldn't be mad if he played in the Porto game. And again, I think that would be important for him to do so. I think he really needs a run like that. But we'll see. But I'm telling you, pay close attention to Lallana. Let me know if you think he looks ready. I know he's had a crazy injury situation, and I think that's going to really personally hurt him in the long run for us, but we'll see. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm going to sign off here, man. And thank you again, all of you. I really appreciate it. Sleep tight, or good morning. Have a good lunch. Have a good day. Good night. Good afternoon. Wherever you guys are, I will see you guys soon. Much, much love. See you soon.